Running with lights glittering in the dark and diesel engines purring. The 8th grade field trip.
So I love Miss Stephens because she comes into practice with not only the best attitude, but the willingness to work. And she has made the biggest impact on my life and my school and my cheer team, because not only, I feel like we are almost like the exact same person. Like, we love to like goof around, and I'll like run up and give her a hug. And she thinks it's the funniest thing, and I love her so much because she like gets me so well. And as the whole, we love when Miss Stephens comes into practice, because we know when she comes in, we're gonna get things done. And not only is she gonna like be strict with us, but she's going to be the one that makes us feel like we can do the stunt. She's gonna encourage us, and she's gonna make sure that we all feel so loved and welcomed, and that we can do anything that we put our mind to.
Hello, I'm Carly Dudgeon. I'm with the Homewood City Schools Foundation, and we're here to let you know that you are this year's Teacher Impact Award winner from Hall Kent. People had wonderful things to say about you at Hall Kent and your work here, and we're just so thankful to have you in our system. Well, good. We wanted these girls to be here to cheer you on. These are for you. It's very well deserved.
Tell me a little bit about what you teach.
I teach 4th grade at Hall Kent, obviously. We do Alabama history, regular reading, math, and science, and then I also coach the varsity cheerleading squad at the high school.
Well, one of your nomination letters mentions the leaderboard that students, for students who are doing their best behaviorally and academically. How does that work to motivate the average student?
Okay, so the leaderboard is something we do in our class, and every Friday afternoon, the students vote for who they think represented the best leadership skills throughout the week. That student who was the previous leader will determine who's the leader the following week, and he and I, or she and I, go outside in the hallway and we have a conversation about leadership skills. How are they performing in the classroom? Are they participating? And then we determine who is going to be the student the following week. And the kids stand up and cheer for them, and they run through their hands like a little parade. It's a really big deal, and the kids really think it's an honor to be the leader.
You grew up in Homewood, so was there anything in your experience here that made you want to be a teacher?
I just think it was all the teachers I had growing up. I feel like I always had the best teacher every year that I always wanted, and those teachers have impacted me so much, and they still keep in communication with me today, and I think that's what taught me to have good relationships with my kids. It's just because of what I experienced growing up.
Well, do you recall any particular Homewood teacher that had an impact on you?
Miss Gant is probably the reason I'm here today. She's the reason that I wanted to be a teacher. So I always give her all the credit for that. And I could call any of those people right now and they would do anything for me, and they keep in touch with me still. I'm almost 30 years old and they're still calling me to check in. And I hope my students will eventually do that with me.
I liked the transformations because I know she worked like really hard on all of that with our student teacher, and I know she put a lot of effort into making us have fun all year.
Well, I was excited when I got her, but then when I came in her classroom, I was really excited.
And then after the first day of school, I was like, this is the best teacher I've ever had.
What do you hope that your students will take away and remember from their year spent with you?
I hope they remember our class saying the older they get, and it's don't stop until you're proud. So whenever they turn in a test, they're like, are you proud? No, I'm not, let me go back and fix it. Or if they're turning in an assignment, or if they're at recess, I'm like, are you proud of that choice? And they like rethink it. So I hope every decision they make, they think back to 4th grade, does this make me proud?